From the dusty street of Ikasi to the dusty fields of Selokshini, busy after the Skumba, I'm talking your off-season tournaments of Sekasi, from Tembisa to Alexander, Springs to Davidton, Katlehong to Foslo, DK to Mdeni, you name them, with Louis Pencil, Escatulo, Mushishili is on the spy too, Sizpete Zonke, Ubumnandi Betiskila Sepukun.
Go tswa Kapa go ya Bophirima ka garampa Gauteng ke bolela ka mang sa bolela ka mana wa ka Thamena Cheko Skoma sa Mantariana the Gushi bag dribbling wizard ke moshedi wa ka mane ke na blue tick ma 11 1-1 kona el professori phasa kanjani o tunisile prof Monga
Hello, it buffet to Sanbonani Makaya. Welcome to it. Welcome to the Usepenjini no Monga preview and the Minika Malama Ngulego Ngwa Phiri Sibongo, better known as Nkukza. Today we are hanging out with Bishop Monga Melinje Ezoskaya, a brief about the motive behind Usepenjini no Monga. Mfana, welcome.
Ngiyabonga Shap. Ngimnandi. Okonye senza kanje. No ngimnandi bo ngimnandi.
Nice one. Sure. Yeah, man siyabona ubhizi up and down. We're talking Usepenjini no Monga. Siqale nje uSkaya background about uMonga and the name uMonga. Libuya.
Okay, well mina igama lami endlini nguRich ne. NgokaNdlovu. Igama la Bishop uMongameli it dates back to Eskel. Yabo. No Eskel we had that corner. Besiphiwa namagents. Sikwerani. Sibakhala kumuntu odlulayo. Yabo then sagcina sibiza ukuthi isonto. Inkonzo lento leya. Yabo kwaba inkonzo. From there because mina I was the funniest among the group. But uBishop. Yabo. Fast forward banye sebaqala Mongameli and then I used to rap yabo. So but uMongameli ukasi rap. Yabo. Then it grew from there from uMongameli ukasi rap because bengalthandi. I said ngcono ngilibiza uMonga. Yabo. So that's how the name came about like a Monga. Yabo. And then it stuck with me. Then I put it on social media from uMongameli to uMonga. It stuck with me till today. So that's how the name Monga just
Noted is Kimfana Usepenjini no Monga. Why that concept?
For me personally, I'm very passionate about football, and I'm also very passionate about entertainment. My grew love for public speaking and lento zokulinga into zami, but going back to your question, I'm very passionate about football. I played football myself, but unfortunately, due to injuries and whatnot, it was cut short. So my passion for football has always been there. So come up with the concept Usepenjini no Monga. I think it's for 4 reasons, right? The first reason is we need to celebrate amagents adlalile before China, like us, because we don't get to know about their stories and whatnot. So that's the first reason why I came up with the idea to Usepenjini no Monga. 2 as well is we don't know their stories. We need to know which, for example, in the Frotman Abu Pisa Matamati, Sababona Batale before China, but we do not know their story. We have about Blackberry, we have about Kujo Kwatilene. The list goes on, but we do not know their story. So through this platform, into Asekas, for one Pasekas, people will get to know about their stories, you understand? 3, another reason would be, there's so many issues that get to face. Abanye bayadlala bangasaphumeleli and whatnot. So through this platform, we'll also be discussing, issues of footballers, especially Bukwini, ABC Mutsipe, NFD, the challenges that they face. So that's one of the reasons. And then the last reason for me, like I said, is because of the passion that I have. I have a passion for football, I have a passion for media. Like I said, I do a lot of public speaking, so I'm also passionate about ETV in general. So I thought maybe because of the 2 talents that I have, I think I should maybe come up with this concept. And hopefully it will be well received by the whole of us.
Yes, which is a great initiative. We're talking in fact, and overall, I mean, we're talking about off-season tournaments, who have made it. Who are we looking at as per target market?
Yeah, sure. Ikas, in fact. This is purely for Ikas. Hence the slogan is Sure. So we're targeting, the past amateurs that played, early 2000, even if they made it professional, but even the current crop that we have now, we're also targeting those to say we need to hear your stories. You understand? Because December, you go a game for example, 9 exceed just to watch that guy. You understand? So the whole concept of to say pension no more, which is I want to
Sure.
we go to my man you understand? So now the concept to say pension now says to say ground ngoba hlezi babukela bazobloma nami pension. You understand? Hence we say pension no more.
Sure.
Just to hear their stories, just to get to know more about them and then their love of football and what we see them do. Let's discuss.
Great. What is it that is being discussed at Penjin?
Anything and everything football. But unlike any other typical TV or soccer show, now we talk more of normal rituals at Diski via Umuti, via my challenges, our face at Diski, Bucheri, Buchwala, isn't that you never get to hear. On any TV station, you understand?
Sure.
Larger we talk like yonke into esikhuluma like masiblome economy or masiblome kasi sibukele idisk, you understand? So we'll be talking about that. Zozo now we do chances that we'll be sharing. You understand? It's not something that you hear on any media platform.
Sure.
Except Penjini no more.
Kuna muntu sadlala now in passing and then bumps into a preview.
Sure.
My expectations.
But so far, the content that we have,
Sure.
it's really out of this world. We already had a discussion about Pizza Matamati. He shared an amazing story. We've spoken to about Sporo, Trevor Padu, about Sizwe Majola, Kucho Mkhwatileng, about Skara. So the stories that you hear, really amazing. You understand? My biggest wish, which we do more of this, because like in Chile, we're targeting the older generation, the younger generation. You understand?
Yeah.
So it's gonna be fun. We're gonna be sharing amazing stories, and I'm sure after this thing, people will have a different perspective about football in general and the struggles that amateurs go through on day-to-day basis, just to do what they love, which is football.
You just mentioned we celebrate and all that, and obviously Sikalekasi. What's the long-term goal?
Sure, the long-term goal, obviously, take it to Amanya Makas.
Sure.
Yeah, but for now, yes, we take this high and whatnot. But the long-term, we're going to a national thing where we go, we go speak to our board, we go speak to our Squama, we go speak to our Maleven, our Pro, our Shake It Up, our Shakes. You understand? We take it out of the cars, like the gas lates. Sure. You supplement services like the cars, but layers are for sure. You understand? But I want it to be, something that is a national thing. You understand? If it goes on TV, you want to adopt the concept or whatever, that would be great. You understand? But for me, through this platform, we chat and say kasi to kasi.
Nice.
Sure. Kasi to kasi.
Nkukza, thank you so much for Skatsako.
Sure.
Thank you so much for giving us the idea and everything behind Penjin.
Sure.
There you heard it, Demakaya Bafetu. That was another preview for Bishop Penjin and no Monga the preview. So do follow us on all the social media platforms. Subscribe. Islandele sibe mnandi. Kamalam Nkukza till we meet again. Voila.